Join me as I dive deep into Vietnam's dark secret that led to 58,000 lives lost during America's forgotten war. Can I uncover the truth behind this tragic chapter in history? The Vietnam War, a conflict that seems to have faded into the background of American history, yet its impact still resonates deeply. It's a war that was supposed to be a crusade against communism, but it turned into a quagmire that claimed the lives of thousands of young Americans. Despite its significance, the war is often overlooked in history, and the consequences of this neglect have led to a lack of understanding of its true cost. This neglect has also meant that the sacrifices made by those who served are not fully recognized. The war's legacy is complex, with many veterans returning home to a divided nation, some with physical scars, others with emotional ones. The anti-war movement was strong, and protests against the war became a defining feature of the 1960s. However, in the midst of all this turmoil, the human cost of the war was often lost in the rhetoric. The numbers are staggering: over 58,000 American lives lost, and countless Vietnamese civilians caught in the crossfire. The events that led to U.S. involvement in the war are multifaceted. The domino theory, which posited that if one country fell to communism, others would follow, was a driving force behind American intervention. However, this simplistic view of the war belies the complexity of the conflict. The war also had long-term effects on veterans, many of whom struggled with PTSD and other health issues for years after their service. The My Lai Massacre is a stark reminder of the brutality of the war. In 1968, American soldiers killed hundreds of unarmed Vietnamese civilians in a small village. This atrocity was a turning point in the war, highlighting the horrors that were being committed in the name of a cause that seemed increasingly unclear. In remembering the sacrifices made during the Vietnam War, we honor not just the lives lost, but also the lessons learned. The war may be a forgotten chapter in American history, but its impact on both Vietnam and the United States is undeniable. Its legacy serves as a cautionary tale for future conflicts. If you have any thoughts on this tragic chapter in history, please leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more about the legacies of war, be sure to check out another video on my channel that delves deeper into this topic.